Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna demonstrate with toddler beside me whole stitches, 1/4 and 3/4 stitches. So I will follow the circle around this one, this almost sun, and let's get into it. First of all, because I'm following the shape, I will start from here, from the bottom, and the first stitch are gonna be these full stitches from outside the sun, just to have the clear starting point. And will be a demonstration on the go with this one. Now I'm making this one from the edge. This gonna be a 3/4 stitch. So the 3/4, you must analyze your edge. So I'm gonna have like I'm having my first leg from here. I will start from there because it's much easier for you to understand. And I'll pin my needle through the middle of the stitch, and always follow your leg direction. Like you can see, my first leg is from the left to right and the second is from the right to left. So because the edge of the sun is like this, my first leg will start from the middle to the right, and I must do now the second leg. Of course, if I'm not making the second leg, this could be a 1/4 of stitch. This top 1/4 and 3/4 are very useful for this pattern that are having very detailed stuff. And from now on, you kind of see I'm gonna follow the edge with full stitches. So we'll see you when I'm at the edge. So on the next edge, I have to do this stitch here, and this time I will make my first leg like the first leg for me is this one, and now I must do the second leg, and I will do like here in the middle, but you kind of see it. And now the next row, or if you want to do, you can do like, let me revel it, let me frog it, this one, if you want to make it more secure. You can make it like these two, but it's not gonna showing so nice, like it's gonna look funny. I would rather pin my next leg under the first leg. It's looking kind of strange like this. I will try to show you more stitches in this session. If I'm gonna have some free time, I'll do this back stitching too in the separate video, just for the tutorials. So the same stuff is happening 3/4, but I'm pinning under the first leg and continue. So this is 3/4. Here I'll have another one, 3/4. So for this left side, I'm gonna have this kind of stitches. I'm not a huge fan of half stitches and quarters and 3/4, but it's a necessity sometimes for very detailed stuff like eye or faces or hands when you cross stitch. And it depends on how small are the details. So here I have another one. I'll make the first leg. And we'll return to you when I'm gonna stitch here. So here I am. Here I need to make a stitch like from there to the right. So I am gonna need don't ask me why this leg is in other way. Why it's in a other way? Because I did stitch this. Of course I'm getting wrong already. So if I started this way, I'm gonna make the sun. Don't do like this. So my first leg should be from the middle to the right.
No.
To have 3/4. And this is the second leg. So why I do have these differences within the edge and the middle, because this happens when you forget the direction that you stitched before, and because this one I stitched like 2 weeks ago, I forgot how to keep it in my hands. So please don't judge me, because oh, I did sleep just 2 hours because this week I was on night shift, and try to remain calm and steady because baby is having a fever. She has some cold. So when are you stitching some stuff? Here I have another 3/4. This is the first leg. This is the second leg. And now I'm doing the full stitch. So whenever you are stitching something, always remember the direction of your stitches, because stitching like this is not the same like stitching like this. You can rotate your canvas, but with upside down, or from the top to the bottom, or from the bottom to the top. So here, in this direction, or this direction, never just like 19 degrees rotation. This time, first leg it's full, kind of the leg, not the stitch, and the second leg is going to under the stitch. Here I see I have 4 stitches and the edge is 1/4. Baby is stamping my legs with her little chair. How are you? How are you doing?
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up? Hello. How are you? Are you hiding? Why are you hiding? Oops. Be careful. Another 3/4. Yeah. What's up? What are you doing there? So when you are watching this clip, please ignore the middle of this orange circle and stick with the idea. You must follow the edge. So when I'm here, I must follow the first leg. It's gonna be like this, and pin it through the middle. Then you make the second leg in full size. Here is the same. And you kind of see the edges smoothing up. Here is the same. So this is 3/4. When it's done, this is the 3/4 and this 1/4. So mini conclusion. This is a full stitch that I'm making.
Okay.
So this is the full stitch. This is 1/4. This is 1/4 too. One quarter, but in different direction. And this, another one. This is still 1/4. 3/4 is kind of this. Or this one, this time in opposite direction. But also you kind of, at some point, you can have this one with the first leg full, or and the second leg it's in the left side, upper left side, or this one. Okay. So 1/4, 1/4, and 3/4. Now the half stitches. Before starting, you must know your style. You must know your stitches. How do you stitch in the regular basis? So myself, the full stitch, I make it like this. The first leg is to the right. And second left to the left. This is my style, how I did learn from young age from my mother. So when you're gonna see that you need to make half stitches, the half stitches are used for big portions of background in the same color usually. And when you are making half stitches, you must keep the direction of your second leg of your stitching. Why is so important this? Because it keeps your direction on the full canvas in the same directions. So you cannot have this like here, one in the side, one in the other side. So when you are half stitching, you're gonna making like the second leg of your full stitches. So if my second leg is to the left, I will stitch the same direction. What's the problem? Oh, are you shopping? Oh my god, what you have in the shopping? Let me see. Let me show the ladies and gentlemen. What do you have? Some hair elastics, or how do you say it? Thank you that you showed us. Yes, they are very, very beautiful. They are on the floor all. So if you're not stitching like me, that means that you are stitching like this, in the opposite direction. So this is half stitches, okay? And now I'm getting your direction, like some...
Monina.
Yes. What happened? So if you're stitching like this, the full stitch, this is your full stitch. Your half stitch is gonna follow the second leg, like I said to you before. So your half stitch is this. Simple like that. Good. I'm pulling the thread and needle through the middle of the stitch. With the left hand I'm keeping my thread, with the right hand I'm keeping my needle and picking or scooping kinda 3 or 2 times the thread on my needle and poking. Did you see the direction of my thread? So try to keep your knot near the canvas. It will be better to... I made a big knot to see better. So one more time. So this is the direction of the thread, and with the needle I make this move 3 times. Let's be 4. And gentle pull the thread. If you're not getting the direction of the thread, you kinda end up not having knots. If you're pulling your needle, how do you explain it? If you're keeping the direction. Let me see if I'm kind of, so if I'm gonna make like this in the opposite direction the thread and making the knot with the needle on the same direction, is gonna unravel it itself. Okay, so I need to pull my thread in opposite direction and make this move. And now I have a secure knot on the fabric surface. So this is it for today. How can I have a good photo for the thumbnail? Kinda this way. So this is for today. See you next time. It's a super long clip, so I'll backstitch in the next one. I wanted to make a get ready with me clip for some big canvas, a huge canvas, but I have all the time in the world to make that. Until next time, make what makes you happy, stay healthy, stitch a lot, and lots of kisses from me. Mwah! Bye bye.